You're watching FARC Racing on OEN, as if you dared to turn your attention away from us. FARC Racing on OEN is brought to you by Eradicab. We get you there by any means necessary. And by Barney's Beef. Enjoy Barney's Beef, or Barney will have a beef with you. Tonight, 27 of FARC's most popular drivers will go at it for a $150,000 paycheck in the 3rd annual Sommerlabs All-Star Classic. The starting field for this race was determined entirely by a fan vote, and was open to drivers from all 4 FARC Touring Series. However, there are only 2 drivers competing tonight that are not from the FARC Elite Series. Casey Lester, there you see on the inside of row 6, comes from the FARC Global Truck Tour, and Casey Campbell in a car for Pearson Sweeney Motorsports on the outside of row 8 is from the Modified Series. Derek Dudding in the 68 for Team Burr was voted into the race after a campaign by the FARC Race Preview show on the racing rumor site Fuel Spill. It's quite a terrible show, but they got enough support to vote Dudding into this race, and they also did a fundraising campaign to buy him a brand new SAR Eagle and a brand new V8 engine. The car was very fast in opening practice, and team owner John Burr was extremely grateful to the FARC Race Preview fans, and he said that he's going to run that car as long as he possibly can. But quite frankly, knowing Dudding as a driver, I expect him to write that car off sometime this weekend. 27 drivers, 40 laps, 150 grand, up for grabs, and leading the field to green flag will be Earl McDermott, my usual co-host here in the OEN booth, Joseph Howard, the defending series champion, on his outside. And I'd like to point out that Joseph Howard did not get voted into last year's All-Star race at Las Vegas. Despite winning the championship, he had to get into that race on a promoter's option. McDermott and Howard pretty even coming into turn 1, but the inside is the preferred line, and McDermott is able to pull ahead. However, McDermott would be challenged for the lead by the Brazilian, Gabriel Messina, on lap 2. Gabriel Messina in the 238 car, pulling into the lead with a push from Rip Tyler, but Messina washes up the track, allowing Tyler a shot at the lead. And Tyler's getting a push from Casey Lester, the truck driver. Now Lester pulling to the inside, trying to grab the lead for himself. Big scramble at the front of the field in these opening laps. Casey Lester and Gabriel Messina now dueling for position into turn 3. Leslie Riggs charging up to the front now in car 64. Absolutely no surprise that Riggs got into this race. And right behind her is Tom Delgado, another one of the big crowd favorites, and the hometown favorite as well. Casey Lester is also a hometown favorite in tonight's race. Riggs and Lester now duel for the lead through 3 and 4. Gabriel Messina right behind Riggs, trying to get back up towards the front. Packer Carroll trying to get under Casey Lester, doesn't realize that Tom Delgado is there, and no one was going to win in that 4-wide scenario. Big crash off of turn 4. Tom Delgado actually drifted into his teammate Jim Hayes, trying to give Packer Carroll room. Taylor Brillin almost flipped over in that 9 car, and you see Ryan Matthews spinning into the pit lane. It's better to end up in the pit lane than to smash into the end of that pit wall, which he very nearly did. So Packer Carroll gets on the inside of Casey Lester. Tom Delgado tries to give him room, but ends up into the side of Jim Hayes in the 77. Once again, 4-wide situation at this track. It never works out, and this is the end result. Alex Witt, Laura Cyrus, and Allie Riggs amongst the several cars involved. Joseph Howard in the 3rd Tom Delgado car has not had any trouble so far, and he leads on the restart, but Gabriel Messina shoots to the inside right away. And this is Derek Dudding in car 68, going for 3 wide for 2nd place on Robert Nelson and Joseph Howard right now. This is the fastest that Dudding has ever gone in a FARC car, and now he will complete the pass for 2nd place and come after Gabriel Messina for the lead. Derek Dudding going for the lead. I never thought I'd say that. He's got the push from Casey Campbell in that red and white Griesberger car. Remember, that's not Lucas Sweeney in that car. And Dudding leads the lap.
I'm going too fast, guys. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Where the other cars go? Am I in the lead?
That is not encouraging at all. Leslie Riggs shuffles to the front, but she gets held up by the lapped car of Alex Witt, who was in that previous accident. Mayor Witt, not sure how to pick a line. Tanner Clayson coming up on the outside, and Clayson will take advantage and take over the race lead as Leslie Riggs finally gets away, but Alex Witt, not paying much attention at all, drifts down into Derek Dudding, takes Joseph Howard and Tom Delgado into the inside wall. Ben Atkins, car 93, almost up and over. Vicker collision and glass caution out for the second time tonight. As here comes more traffic. Earl McDermott, Barton Sandy, and you have Jenny Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, the winner of last year's All-Star, out of the race, as well as Barton Sandy in his last run in that 92 car for Bjorn Green Racing. That's a tough note for the Australian to end on. Leslie Riggs in the lead, 15 laps to go. Casey Campbell, car number 08, right behind her, and Tammy Barnton in the 83 car in third. But Riggs' teammate Kevin Monroe is coming up towards the front. He's either going to try to help Riggs protect her lead or go for that 150 grand himself. And there he goes to the inside. No team orders at M&J tonight. Monroe and the Flood and Sons Plumbing SAR to the race lead. And we got a 6-car battle right behind these two as Leslie Riggs makes the crossover at the line. Riggs seems to have had one of the strongest cars tonight, and she's certainly flexing her muscles right now as Riggs takes the lead back heading into turn number 1. But Kevin Monroe gets into the back of Tammy Barnton. He and Casey Campbell go up into the wall. Tanner Clayson, car 79, into the wall as well. Casey Lester, car 13, piles into the 63, and that's going to be the end of the night for Monroe and Lester. But Joseph Howard comes flying in and smashes into the 13 car. Quite the brain fade from the defending series champion. The race would restart with 3 laps to go. Leslie Riggs holds the lead over Dan Leckleiter. Ashley Tucker coming after Tammy Barnton for 3rd place, but Leslie Riggs would be too strong in the final laps. Not quite the dicey finish we've come to expect from these super speedway races, but nonetheless it's going to be a very popular victory for Leslie Riggs as she takes the Sommerlabs All-Star Classic, and she will enjoy a very nice $150,000 paycheck. But this weekend's festivities are not over yet. Next up is the Epps Premium Synthetic Oil 200.